Ready? Red, your image, I guess, as a clown is probably well known to just about anyone in America. The other side of Red Skelton is perhaps a bit mysterious. You're known to be very outspoken in your views. Particularly, we're interested in what your feelings are, and not so much the way movies are going now, but the activist role in society that movie stars, or whatever, seem to be taking.
What do you mean, such as...
Well, look at a Jane Fonda, perhaps, at the extreme left.
Well, truthfully, I've never gone in for that. I've been invited to the White House several times, never mentioned it. There's never any publicity about it. I received a letter just 2 days ago from the President of the United States thanking me for something that I wrote concerning the 200th birthday of America. I could have had my press department put that out. I have around, I'd say, 62 letters from the President. And I was at the White House just a few weeks ago on the floor of the House of Representatives on Flag Day. I recited my Pledge of Allegiance for both Congress and the Senate. Nothing said.
What are your feelings, though, when you observe, or it is
I resent just as much as the people resent it. If it was in appliance with anything that was constructive, you wouldn't be asking what do I feel about it. So you have the same feeling that I have. I think it's out of place. I think anytime people reach out for projects merely for publicity, they shouldn't do it. And if you'll notice that these people only come out for these things when they have a motion picture coming out. This is to get their free publicity, the notoriety. In the old days, in motion pictures, they kept it quiet that someone, is he or is he not married? You know, people were afraid to say they were married. Ruined my career, my image. Finally, one guy says, yeah, I'm married, so what? Everybody's, oh gosh, gee, how about that? So then they went that line. Seems like everybody, when they have something, then they come out. Like on the Johnny Carson program, for instance. Somebody got something to plug, they go on it. There's some reason that they're on there. I've been on Johnny Carson's show one night because I met John Wayne in the hall. He says, come on in. So I went in with him. See? So John says, don't you have something to say? I said, nothing. I don't have anything to sell. He says, well, where are you appearing? I said, I'm on the air every week.
What about we've seen a lot of changes, I think,
yes.
You know, in the industry concerning the activism. Now, this is not necessarily to quote a Jane Fonda type image, but perhaps people that now are getting out and stumping for political candidates, where perhaps before they didn't. They are coming down not only from where they are in the screen, but also to some real life projections about what they feel about going on.
I have never gone out to endorse anyone. I was in Miami, Florida at the primary elections for President Nixon. I went there because I feel it's a duty as a citizen. I pay, I would say, as much tax, if not more, than some of the largest corporations. My tax last year was something like $500,000 corporation. Personal tax was another $300,000. So I have a right because it's as much my country as it is someone else's. But to go out and deliberately try to sway people into believing things. Now, not to say anything against another performer, for instance. I've seen Archie Bunker's program twice. I don't look at it because I don't like it. I don't like anyone who turns and makes the public the scapegoat. For them to be able to come out with prejudiced feelings and repeat what Archie said, merely because they want to say it themselves. Because those are the jokes that they repeat, only if it applies to what their thinking happens to be. I think it's the worst type of program that's ever been on the air. I think it's not bold, it's out and out communism from start to finish. I don't mean communism in the part of like Christ, love thy brother and little children shall lead them. This is a different type. They confuse you with the word communism. I'm talking about red, dyed hard people who are out to destroy America and what it actually stands for.
Red, you've talked about some of the ills, I think ills that are probably commonly described in this country. What are Red Skelton's cures for those?
I have no cure for anyone. I'm not a teacher, nor am I a philosopher, nor can I prophesize anything. I think if people continue to be people and not just speak love, I hear people talk about love all the time, and they seem to believe it themselves. Like the young people say, love, that's the thing now, is love. Yet another fellow can come down the street dressed differently from them, or have one belief that's a little bit different from theirs, and it's no longer love. It becomes a group. Stay away from them. Love is a thing that has to be given and enjoyed. You can only enjoy the other person's enjoyment. You see some kids riding in a car with the top down and they're having fun, not hurting anybody, enjoy it with them. Say, yeah, they're having fun. But if they're doing something destructive, then it's pretty hard to love someone that's destroying. It's, I think love is seeing the beauty in a blade of grass. See it in the morning with the dew on it, like a diamond or a beacon light or something when the sun reflects on it. Or to hear a bird sing in the morning. I think that's true love. Reaching out to your fellow man and showing a concern. If he doesn't feel bad, then don't make him feel bad. If he feels good, enjoy him feeling good.
We've talked about, in general areas, I think, and there have been general condemnations of some aspects, but what you seem to be saying, and probably what a lot of people are saying, is that the thing is a personal thing in terms of cure. I mean, we've seen a mass revolt and possibly some mass ills, but are you saying then this should come from each individual or some stimulus from outside?
Well, if a nation was built by individuals who cooperated with others, then the other thing has to be the same way.
Do you think that, let me ask you this, do you think things are that bad?
No. No, I don't think things are that bad. I don't think they ever were. I think there are certain people who would like to make you believe it, only for their own gains. They're talking about the smog, for instance. Very simple things could be done. Everyone would get up in arms if you suggest it. You go to gas rationing. How many cars do you see go down the street with just one person in it? If just for 1 month they were to try it, see what happens. Might clear up things. Or go to the gas company and say, look, we want a higher octane gasoline. You're making money 30 cents, 39 cents a gallon. Make a high octane gasoline for the same price. Eliminate some of this fumes that come out from the back. You make other byproducts which are medical. So why can't you do it with your gasoline that runs the motors?
Finally, you did wrap the television industry earlier.
I didn't wrap them.
Well, in a way you did, I think, concerning the Archie Bunker thing.
Yes.
and everything. Is the trend in television, now that you are out of it and hopefully can speak as, you know?
No, I'm not out of it. I'm never out of anything in show business. I'm as much in television now as more so now than I was then, because I'm now getting ready to produce cassettes to be shown on television in the home that you plug into your machines and they can see these programs.
What about the trend? Will the trend continue towards the...
No, the trend has to go another direction.